So for those of you who don't know, I work in manufacturing, and this is a 1 inch 0 to 1 micrometer, and this is for measuring. This is more accurate than a caliper. It's for measuring pretty tight tolerances. There's things that are more accurate than this, depending on what you're measuring, but this is pretty accurate. This one actually has millimeters built in on the side there. I've never actually had to use it, but this is the only one that I've seen that has this built in. Usually they don't have that. Usually they're just in inch, or you can get them in metric, but I've always just used them in inch. So each one of these lines is 1/1000th of an inch. So take an inch and divide it into 1,000. So let's say that's zeroed out right there. That's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, etc. Each one of these, that zero, the number 0 to number 1 right there, that's 100,000ths. So take an inch and divide it into 10. That's one of those. And each one of these smaller, that line in the middle is 50,000ths, and these small lines down here are divided into 25,000ths. Which you can do the math. I should be good at it, but I can't just do it right in my head right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. This is something that you would probably be using if you're a machinist or a machine operator or an inspector. You'd probably be using something like this maybe every day or relatively often, if depending on. I mean, if you're checking bigger parts. There's a lot of different measuring tools out there, but this is really common, and this is the correct way to hold it. This is like the easy way to hold it. If you try to hold it like some other way, it's just like awkward, you know. But like that, yeah. And this end ratchets. I don't know if I get it to do it. I don't know where I'm gonna put my camera here, but yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, this one doesn't ratchet. A lot of times they do. It'll be like a little click, 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 click. That means that you're tight down onto the part that you're measuring. You don't want to go like, you don't want to clamp down on it like a C clamp. Kind of defeats the purpose of trying to measure. But yeah, if this spins, that means you're up against the part that you're trying to measure. This right here, that sorry, other way. That locks it. So if you wanted to keep your measurement right where you had it, right there, or it unlocks it. And these on the end here, you always want to clean that with a piece of paper. Otherwise you could have stuff built up in there and it won't be accurate. So yeah, you just take a clean piece of paper, you go down onto it like that, and then you just slide it off. And the way that I store them is I leave them a little bit open, because expansion and contraction, I mean, if you had this like all the way shut, if you had it probably like that is okay, but even that, I mean, under extreme circumstances could probably touch. But yeah, if you keep them like closed, what can happen is if these are in warmer temperatures after you do that than what you had them in, this could expand and it could throw the accuracy off, and it would have to be recalibrated, and I don't have any way to do that on my own, but a factory will, a job shop will. So yeah, just figured I would show you guys that. I've had this on my shelf for quite a while. I haven't used this in a long time. I actually have 3 or 4 of these, and I don't even, on my job, the tools are provided, so I don't even need to actually, I'm not even supposed to, not even that I don't need it, I'm not even supposed to bring it in, because the company has their own tools, and we're making very critical parts, and they're very accurate, and well, certain things on them are very tight tolerance, and these need to be, the ones that we use need to really be kept calibrated. So yeah,